Good morning, everyone. I've done hit my thing again. Oh, morning, Mr. Kevin. Morning, Bass
Good
Man.
morning.
How
How's
you
it
doing this morning,
going?
Mr. Kevin?
I just popped in, so I haven't even said hi to these guys yet. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Tenny?
Sleep deprived for some reason. Last couple of days, I ain't been sleeping for nothing.
Oh man.
Woke up at 7 this morning to get Laura up, and my alarm is one of those ones that has random sounds. Like it'll sound like a big whiteboard marker.
Oh God.
Oh
One will
man, that's
sound
fun.
like
Yeah,
one's
that's a
like
great with chalk fingernails on a chalkboard.
that's what I was
Exactly.
getting ready. That's what I was getting ready to say. Fingernails on a chalkboard.
Ugh.
Oh.
Uh, the scene from Dumb and Dumber. You want to hear what the most annoying sound in the world is? And it goes off until you open it and go through a little song and dance to get it to stop. And then they play a loud ad that pisses you off even more. So this morning, I don't even remember getting up and turning off my alarm.
Oh damn.
Laura told me it was an air raid siren, and I went back to bed before she even got out of the bed, so she was a little late. And then she called, and it took her calling me 3 times. And you two know when that phone goes off and it's her song playing, I'm on it. The phone is getting answered.
Mm-hmm.
She had to call 3 times to wake me up. Then I come over here and sat down at about 9:15 after 9 and went back to sleep sitting here at my desk. And then Bass Man's text woke me up, and I'm like, I'm out of it. My narcolepsy, I mean, this time of year just works overtime. It's like you sleep 8 hours. I went to bed at 11 o'clock last night. Got up at 7. 7 hours. That's not bad. Or 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. 8 hours is what they say you should have,
Mm-hmm.
unless you're the military, and then you only need 4. But but anyway,
Yeah.
I just
College. College.
dragging. You got 4 hours in college. Damn,
Woo! Yeah.
you were
You're
big
sleeping
time.
in.
You're sleeping in. You're missing classes and everything on that.
I used to go to bed every morning around 2 to 3 o'clock and get up before 6 to go again. And they made us keep a journal one time in the English class, and I was going along. And what I got to noticing is every morning, it's 2 o'clock, I'm going to bed. It's 2 o'clock.
Yeah. How you feeling this morning, Bass Man?
I'm okay. My chest is a hurting, but it's normal.
We're in the acceptance phase now, folks. Is what we are.
Yeah.
He's on step number 4 of acceptance. Uh, excuse me. Any shows this weekend, Mr. Kevin?
Well, I have one. I'm gonna be Sunday over in Royal Oak, Michigan. So, uh, gonna be a good one. It's the week before our state coin show, so that is next week. I'm already pulling my hair out because I have 5 million things to do for that show and nowhere near enough time to do them. So I'm going to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off for the next week, and that's even before that show.
Right. I'll let you use my hair. That way, there's nothing to pull out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Well, you guys noticed because I told you. The Bass Man noticed it right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I cut my hair.
Yeah.
I cut my
I was
hair
going to
back.
say, I noticed that when you had your head off. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I use these clippers. Well, these clippers. Our clippers. My clippers, not Marcel's clippers. Marcel's clippers are much better than our clippers. Just let me tell you.
Yeah.
I speak from experience.
I know
But I
dog
went to
clippers work better.
Yeah, they do, and they look the exact same. They're made by the same
Yeah.
companies, but they're made just a little different. They work a lot better. Might as well use a weed eater on my head or something, a hedge trimmer. But I was wanting it to be about half inch, maybe even 3/4 of an inch long. So I just got the clippers out and I reached down in the thing and was in a hurry because I was getting ready to go take a shower and it was the last second. Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut my hair. Put the guard on there, snap the guard on there. Started cutting, wasn't even really looking. Come back in here to see, let Laura see if I missed any spots, and I'd missed a couple, so she went in there with me and you know shaved the gorilla for a little bit, and then I looked in the mirror and I was like, "Holy shit!" Not only am I bald, I'm bald now.
Well, when I
So
first saw it,
I had
I
that, I
thought
had
you
that
pulled
eighth
it
inch.
back. Yeah, I thought you
Yeah.
pulled your hair straight back real tight or something, and I thought, no, he's cut his hair.
Oh yeah, it's gone, buddy. It's slick, and where it's turning all gray around the sides and the back, it just looks like there's none there.
It looks
It's
like there's
just
no
all-
hair.
Right. Now that we know that we've shaved the monkey, let's go ahead and say hello to these five. Hey, here's a person we haven't seen in a while, Mr. Kevin Bassman.
Ah, it's Taco de Oro. Good morning, Tiny Kevin Bassman. Passing the coffee. It is the Gold Aztec. Good to see you, man.
Good morning, Gold Aztec. Good to see you, buddy. We'll just skip over this guy right here and go straight to Miss Amy Harrell. Good morning, Miss Amy, channel member and moderator. Good morning, ma'am. No, I can't do him like that. There's
I was
this
gonna
guy.
say, you have to be starting something.
There's a guy comes in here sometimes looks like this guy's name right here. He does have some good videos on his channels, though. You need to go over and check him out. Sea Griller Stacker, everybody. Channel member and moderator. Thank you for both, sir. Great channel. Go over and check him out for sure if you haven't already.
Oh, sure. And there's his counterpart from the West Coast. It is Mr. Coin Stuff I Like, saying good morning, friends. Master of the Carson City, and a good channel member in his own right.
Yes, sir. Go over and check him out too. If you like long form informational videos, that's your guy. He shows you the coin stuff he likes. He just doesn't show you everything coming and going. He shows you the stuff he's interested in. And I think that's a really good take on a channel. I mean, like my channel, I'll show everything. Most channels will show you everything coming down the pike. Not coin stuff I like. You'll see a lot of Carson City minted items. You'll see a lot of Ike Dollar minted items. But then where he is a variety and errors guy also, you'll see the varieties and errors that he likes. So that's very cool. That's very, very cool. And sometimes he's my nemesis when he gets me into coin collections that I overlooked for the longest time. Ike Dollars. He was making these Ike videos, and one night it was like 4:00 in the morning when I was sleep deprived, and I was trying to go to bed, and I'm half asleep, and then I missed missed his video today. I need to go back and watch it because it's in my queue across the top of my thing. I watched it, and the next thing you know, it's 6:30 in the morning, and I'm looking up my buddies' stuff that they have, trying to start trading for Ike Dollars to make my own Ike set. And then the next thing you know, oh no, I'll make you a set. He makes me the set of all Ike sets ever. And then I'm like, now I've got to make an Ike set. But I'm going to do it the more traditional way, the PD&S of everything that's available on PD&S from 71 to 78. They're a short run, and they're the last of the big dollars. That's what makes it cool. And, you know, they got a really nice bicentennial addition to the coin world, too. So, SF Kim Resch. Hello, one and all. So busy, no time for individual hellos, including you. But, wait a minute. He said hello, one and all. So busy, no time for individual hellos, including you. But you already said hello to everybody, so there's no need for individual hellos. Solved his own conundrum right there in his one sentence. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yes, sad to report no progress with the San Francisco Mets. That's because, you know, like unlike the Philadelphia and Denver, even the West Point Met, they got their stuff together. They know what's happening. They, you know, they're not an inferior Met. Like the Carson City Mint, right? See, Gorilla? Huh? See what I did there? Get on the Sea Griller's case because he likes the San Francisco Mint. And then I throw coin stuff I likes Carson City Mint under the bus. I'll just piss them both off this morning. Just send them away talking to themselves. Coin stuff I like. Great Ike video yesterday, Tiny. Thank you, sir. I show a trade that me and Mr. Coin Stuff I Like did. I needed a lot of the proofs, Ike dollars, because, like I said, it wasn't something that me and Zoe really weren't into, separately or together. Like there's some collections that we both go in for, like Roosevelt dimes. We were going through a Roosevelt dime thing when we could get a lot of dimes at one time, and first thing we did it kind of backwards. The first thing we focused on was the silvers, because we already had a bunch of the silvers from where I would stack fractional silver. So we got all the silvers together, and then none other than Teacher 1388 sent us a Roosevelt Dansco that had a bunch of dimes in it. So we combined our two. We had a folder. You know, he has, you know, the Cadillac of coin organizational books theirs that he sent us. So we put them all in there, and that was one of the things that we went to together. But now I'm stepping away from the togetherness on this collection because the Ike dollars doesn't jive with Zoe yet, because she's thinking it's a big bulky coin, it takes up a lot of space, and I'm like, it's in a 2x2. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take up any more space than the others, really.
But well, she was 15 then, but she looked at it, she goes, but we don't want a bunch of those big dollar rolls sticking around.
Yeah,
and I was like,
heavy.
yeah, that's true. They are bigger than you know, because we're used to 50-cent roll, a $50 roll. But I'm like, they're not that much bigger. They won't get in the way. Besides,
heavy.
it'll be in my stuff.
That's like having this box over here I've got with coins in it. I got a box with pennies, and I got a box over there with something else. I went to pick up my box of nickels and like through the floor.
Yeah, that was that day you almost had a hernia twice.
Yeah.
Picking it up and then putting it down.
Jerked that box up, and man alive, that was heavy.
Just imagine Bassman grabbing the box and going.
And all it says on the box is heavy. I wrote heavy on the lid of it.
You did it for a reason, I guess. You did it for a reason.
Yeah, because that's a heavy box.
Speaking of my brother from another mother. No, now see, everybody says my brother from another mother. These two guys right here in this chat on this thing are my brothers. I wish was from the same mother. You know what I'm saying? Now, me and Mr. Kevin are really close. We talk, obviously. Seeing since he's right there. Don't you run that mouth on me, sir.
What are you talking about? I don't talk at all.
My being Bass Man, we are closer than what I call my mother's actual son. And and you can ask Bassman, that's how to refer to him. I don't call him my
Mhm.
brother. I had about, I was a bad taste in my mouth when I called him that. He's my brother. He's my mother's son. That's how, and Laura tells
He's with
people
other
all the time. I do. I was like, well, I was with my mother's other son the other day, and they're like,
Yeah,
and Laura goes, his brother. He was with his brother.
Sent mom a coin.
Yep. Yep. My mom had a birthday on the 4th. She turned 77 years old. The only reason I can remember that it's 77 was because she was the same age as the year of my birth. And now she's the same age as Lala's birth. And someone else I know.
Yeah.
That guy down there. The young one in the crowd, since I'm only a year older.
Yeah, you're like 6 months older than me.
Right. We're the same age for like no time.
No,
Hey,
no. I'm sorry. You're. Oh yeah. So yeah, we're. Because no, you flip the odometer, and then 6 months ago, and then I flip the odometer. We're never the same age. We're always at least 1 year apart.
I was thinking it was backwards there for a second. Then I remembered your birthday, and I was like, no, it's backwards. Because like I used to date a girl. We were both born in '76, but her birthday was in October, so she would flip. Like we were 15, she would flip to 16, and like we were two different ages for. Never mind. The 2 months we were different ages, but we were always the same age except for those 2 months. She was older than me for 2 months. Hey, look at this, Bass Man.
What you gonna do when he's coming for you?
Threaten him with oddly placed stars and s'mores text.
Stars I can't see.
I made a thumbnail because I'm getting back into camping, y'all. I'm going to start camping with my mother's son. And we were getting stuff together, and Laura says something about s'mores. You boys going to go up around the mountain and just cook s'mores is what you're going to do. I was like, I gotta have a campfire thumbnail with me, Bassman, and Kevin, and we're cooking s'mores. And while I'm at it, why don't I make a text that has the layer colors of s'mores on it? So see, just one little comment is what sends me off on the deep end. Oh, that's got to be a thumbnail. Campfire. So when I'm getting ready to go camping, you guys will see the thumbnail. I showed Bass in this morning, and we were checking it out. KG Coins and Smiles have joined the chat. Good morning, folks. Good to see you. Really good to see you. What do we think of the 2026 ASEW Proof, the 250th Privy and Dual Date?
Looking forward to it.
I'm mad at all the dual date stuff next year. Because I'm only going. Because I'm only going.
Boy, we're not talking about it.
Pissed off. I ain't doing none of it. Well, I'm not going to be able to get into the mint stuff with the dual dates on it, which, would be cool. Certain things would be really cool. I'm not talking all the dual date stuff, but I will get the uncirculated set for mine and Zoe's uncirculated set collection. I may even go for a clad proof set, but I'm not going to go silver. I'm not going to go all the silver eagles and everything with all the, that's just overwhelming. It's just overwhelming. But yeah, I like the dual date stuff. Still wish they would have done a new rendition of the Drummer Boy. It's in the top 5 uh, of the most popular designs on American coinage. I'm not saying it's number one because it's not, but it's in the top 5 on just about every list I've ever seen, except for NGC's, which NGC is ridiculous. They say it's number 66 in the top 100 designs that are collected. And I'm thinking, 66? Are you off your damn rocker?
Hmm.
66 out of 100? That's like Susan B. Anthony status. You know, nobody wanted those daggone things. A lot of people still don't want those daggone things. But the drummer boy in the 66th spot? No. It's in the top 5 on every other list you ever look at. Anyway, Mr. Bandit Jones, everyone. Good morning, my friend. Thank you, thank you very much for coming in, saying hello, Tiny Kevin the Bass Man. Hi to all in the chats. Shouting out, oh, Mr. Bandit Jones. Go. What's that? What you got?
There's your new one. There's your new one for the. We could take coins making sense off of it for the new coins. There's your new.
What did I miss?
Look at my picture over there. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's your drummer boy for the new coin.
Yep, that's the eagle with the drummer on it. It's got Zoey Strong on there. It's got a little bit of me, a little bit of Bassman, a little bit of Kevin on there, all mixed in together.
Now we can take that other stuff off that makes it y'all's channels, but I'm saying that they could go with that eagle playing the drum on the coin. That way they'd have a drummer boy and an eagle both.
Yep. See, you guys digressed me. I was saying hello to these fine folks. Now I don't even know where I was. There I am. Looky there. Would like it better, Aztec, if they would come up with a special reverse on the ASE. Yes, please.
There it is.
Like Mr. Daniel Carr did with his. That, you know, just happens to be right here and so near and dear to my heart. That Coin Stuff I Like sent me 2 of them. Not 1, but 2. Now, in my eyes, okay, like I said, I'm a little partial to the drummer boy. I am a bicentennial baby. Everybody knows that. But how would you like to see this for next year's? Okay, we got the American Silver Eagle, correct? Beautiful walking Liberty. But look at this reverse on this ASE. What?
Boom.
What?
You know what? Big. There you go.
Look at that. It's even got a different. Very cool. I mean, that is awesome. Oh, yeah. And it's dual dated. See, they could have done that. I mean, Mr. Daniel Carr is always taking the lead from them when he makes his coins. Why can't they just one time go the other way and show Mr. Daniel Carr some love and say, hey, look at your design. We're going to use it. No. It says Effa no. Sorry. I just now had to look and make sure we were live.
I was going to ask, are you doing okay, man?
I'm out of it.
Yeah.
Mr. Scott S. Morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. No. No.
Yeah, he's missing a few people.
He is missing a few. It's not even. Is it even Friday if he doesn't say anyone, someone, and is it?
I don't know. Is it?
I'm confused. He done it on purpose. Morning, Mr. Scott S. Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Mr. Baby Huey, 1, 2, 3. Good morning, Tiny Bassman and Kevin, and all in the chat. Hope all have a great weekend. Absolutely. Hope you have a great weekend too, sir. Getting chilly down there in Georgia, where Mr. Baby Huey is. For the Georgia standards, is what I'm saying. Anyone get a limited edition silver-proof set? Sold out in 7 minutes. What?
How?
Right. They made 17 billion of the daggone things.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. They only made 20,000.
That's what I'm saying. Sold out that quick.
I got one for my personal, and I had somebody ask me if I could pick up 3 more. So I got in there and I ordered a second one. Right. And I was going to go back in later on with other accounts trying to get some additional ones, and poof, they were gone.
Why didn't you get a hold of me and Bassman beforehand?
$255 a set for one, but
yeah, well,
I didn't. We don't care as long as you're paying.
Exactly. But
we'll get anything you want to. We'll pick up anything for anybody from the mint, as long as they're paying for it. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay us. We don't want nothing extra. But we'll pick something up for you as long as you pay the shipping from us to you.
Well, hey, it was too quick. Mm-hmm. They only asked me like the day before, so
yeah.
So I was able to get one extra.
Mr. Scott S. got a couple. She thinks I skipped her, but I didn't. Even though her change on the thing there is a little confusing because we're used to seeing the big bright one. But hey, saying hello to Gold Aztec, the one, the only Miss Tennessee herself, Keno Man. Good morning, ma'am. Good to see you. I hope you
Keno Man.
Keno Man. Hope you're doing so fine. With little animals on the farm all the time. That's the
pig.
That's the remix. Yeah, she couldn't keep the pig. The pig went back home apparently. Or no, it was still loose, just down the road a ways. Keenan has she has sheep and she has a lot of cats and stuff on her property. She has a big piece of property. Big piece of property. And a pig just wandered across the yard one day. So she was trying to, and I told her, I said, you're going to end up with a pig. You know, we're talking on chat. And I'm like, you're going to end up with a pig? No, we done had pigs. We ain't going to do that no more. Next thing she says is, well, I'm trying to get it into a pen and it won't go.
Yeah.
But I ain't going to keep no pig. I ain't no, she ain't going to keep no pig.
That pig done escaped once. He ain't getting caught again.
Right. Wouldn't come near, wouldn't eat the food she was trying to give him. But he disappeared the next day, so she was like, good, maybe he went home. And found out a couple days later, nope, he's just harassing other folks down the road there a bit. Mr. Parvis Noir. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. Joining us from Florida. You going to the fun show this year? Or the January fun show there, Mr. Parvis? I know you're right down there around it. Yes, November the 10th, the American Silver Eagle Marine Privy drops. You have 3 days.
Yep. And you two let me know if your orders have been reserved yet.
Nope. I got you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yep. Did you get the Navy Privy I sent you?
Actually, no, not yet. I just got the what was it? The quarter set this week.
Oh wow.
So I don't know what's going on with the post office.
Huh. No clue. Who knows? Oh, and as of right now, this moment in the time frame I'm in, do not ask me to look for that receipt. There's no way.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I've got receipts somewhere, and I know they're right over there, but still they're somewhere. You know what I mean?
Oh
Because
no.
once you
You should see this place. Yeah, it's everything is some.
you oh, I've got a nice little
I'm
envelope with
buried
all
in the
my
middle of
receipts.
somewhere.
Right. I've got all of my receipts in one little nice, neat little envelope, so I know where they're at, but they're still somewhere in that envelope. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at your eyes start blurring at numbers the same way, and no, it just gets too much too fast. There's coin stuff I likes. Link to his channel. There's Mr. Bandit Jones's. Oh, by the way, Sea Griller Stacker, you are a moderator on this channel. You can drop people's links to their channels. Like if you go to their channel and get their link, you can drop it in the comments if you want. You can even drop your own if you do wish to, sir. I do not mind. Kind of help Bassman out there a little bit.
I have a question for Tiny though.
Oh
Have
God,
you
here we
done
go.
something different to your videos that
Yep,
it's
the
not showing
transition.
me? Why won't it show me the comments?
I don't know. Everybody else can see the comments.
Last several that have come out, I have not been able to comment on.
Huh.
It
The
does not
comment
have.
section they did something in YouTube. It's different
It's
now.
different because I can't find it. And I've looked and looked and looked. I looked one day, couldn't find it, and then finally I stumbled onto it. You know, I was going in and out looking for it, and all of a sudden it was there. And the next two times that I've tried to find them, they're not there. Can't get them.
Yeah.
I sent you a text the other day telling you I couldn't comment to
Yeah.
the email. I mean to the video.
Yeah. The comments on my videos, they used to be like, I'd get like 400 or 500 comments on a video, but
Mm-hmm.
now if I get 10 or 12, that's good enough for me. You know what I mean? Because I'm not out to be some big huge
Well,
channel
that
that
may be
gets.
what it's causing it though, is because it
Yeah.
just doesn't show up. You
Right.
don't have any. You don't have anywhere. I don't know if you've got too many other things on it, or if it's something you've switched off, or what. But there's something about them that you're not showing the comments to. I can't see other people's comments to it, and it won't let me comment.
Hmm. I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, they changed a lot of stuff, like even the way the videos are laid out and how they play back, and
Yep.
even the Zoe fix is just a hair different. It takes like a pause and a glitch at the end of the Zoe fix. Like everybody knows the Zoe fix. You fast forward 2 times the speed to catch up to the live stream. Well, when it kicks off, it actually puts lag back in to the stream by like a second because it stops or it glitches at the end like it's stopping, but then it pauses before the playback. It used not to do that. It used to just stop and go right into the playback.
Yeah. It pauses and waits until it's
Yep.
caught up or something. I don't know what it does. It waits at
It's like
the end for a
it's like
second.
they're trying to kill us with the lag over there at Google's. I've heard that too, Amy. I don't think they are closing, but aren't doing the proof anymore. Business strike only. That's the first sign of a for sure closing if they're not doing what they're known for. You know what I mean?
Teacher, we are at live. We are now.
Now. Wait a minute. Now. And there it is again. Now.
But what happened to then?
I need
We
to
missed it
get y'all.
just now.
I can't
Mhm.
remember that man's name, but they had a deal the other day with them talking about now and then. And it's uh, that guy that's the scientist. Um,
Neil deGrasse.
yes,
I love Neil
he.
deGrasse.
Okay, well, what they were talking about was that if you were sitting in a chair, if he was sitting in a chair looking at
Okay,
some
I am.
nebula or whatever,
Right.
and and this other guy rode by or drove, ran by him and looked at the same nebula, they would actually be seeing it days apart because the one guy is moving.
Moving quicker.
Yeah, well, he's
The
moving,
faster you
period.
move, the slower time goes.
Well, they were standing there showing him, talking about that, and they got into that now and then and all that. Like, okay.
Yeah. See, it's not just us silly guys that do it. World renowned scientists do the now, then, then,
Hmm.
because it's now, not then. Well,
Why?
now.
Because Mel Brooks is a comedic genius,
Yeah,
and
he's a
it spans all genre of collective knowledge.
he's a comedic god.
yeah.
The man made Spaceballs and Spaceballs 2. I mean, come on. Yep, fan. Where you at? Madam Marcel?
Yo, fans asking if I have a gently used type coin album. Dansko, I do not at the moment. In fact, I need to go and do some sourcing. Might go do that a little bit tomorrow. But you know what? If there are other brands that you are open to, I do have some for Library of Coins, and I do think I have some Whitman ones as well. But I will see if I can find a Dansko type album. And
Mr.
ahoy there!
Davis
We got
Doubloon.
Mr. David Doubloons.
Yes, sir. Ahoy there. Good morning, Mr. Davis Doubloons. Good to see you, channel member. Thank you for your membership, sir. Greatly appreciated. It's been a little while. I've seen you over on the Durbans, which is a great channel, and they have an auction coming up at 2 p.m. Central Time today, by the way. And over at CoinOp. You need to go over and check out CoinOp too. Great channel. Let's see. Hello, everybody. Saying hello to one another. Here you go, Bass Man. Can you explain to me why people buy boxes of pennies on eBay anywhere from $60 to over $100? Seems like they buy them no matter what year it is, even years with no errors. I don't get it.
People be crazy. I've wondered. I've sat and tried to figure out why people will buy coins for more. Just because, I mean, and I understand they don't want to buy them from the mint, but they'll pay
Right,
twice as much or more to not get it
right.
from the mint. And you know, I don't know. I don't buy a lot of stuff from eBay because when I first started with eBay, I had trouble with it. And
Now he goes through me.
now, yeah, I go through Tiny to get, but I very seldom buy anything off of eBay because of that, the thing. But yet, people will sit there and do it. You know, I've seen them.
Uh,
I've seen them when they could get rolls of coins from the bank, and they'd rather go and buy them from somebody than to get them from the bank.
Mhm. For a lot of people that like can't get out and stuff like that,
Yeah,
convenience. They're
right.
paying for that convenience of sitting at home and buying them. But there's the big penny scare. They're going away. They're not going away. They're only going to be made for 10 years for the collectors.
Yeah.
So they're only going to be released next year and then not going to be released the next year.
Well, and
That's
now the government has started that, and that they're not going to have them, and all that. So now even people that aren't collecting pennies are trying to collect pennies.
right.
And so
It's the 60s all over again because they said
yeah,
it's in the 60s when the big boom of the penny collecting started. Or picked it, not the big, cents have always been uh, popular to collect. It was the first thing I got Zoey into because they were readily
because they're
available
cheaper.
and easy to get. Right.
Exactly, and they're cheaper.
Yep. The Royal Mint has the Vampire. 1 ounce silver limited to 50,000 for about $62. Why can't the mint set prices a little cheaper? Greed.
Exactly. They
Let's
don't
move along.
want to.
Let's move along. Greed. No, the the long and short of it in my mind is the US Mint has several entities inside itself. Like there's the Treasury, okay, and then you have not Treasury, uh, but you have the hub of the mint, and then you have the Philadelphia, the Denver, the San Francisco, and the West Point. Now, but over time there have been several other ones. You know, the CC, the DeLonging, the New Orleans, the Charlotte, you know, stuff like that. There's just more overhead from our mint. They have more people getting paid higher prices, and it's not greed. It's just more overhead. If you have, let's just okay, let's just say you have 10,000 people working at the Royal Mint producing coins. You can do that cheaper because we have 100 million people. You know what I'm saying? Or we have 100,000 people, not just 10,000. We have 100,000. So you can't charge the same price as this mint because this mint would go out of business.
Mhm.
See what I'm saying? Our month, I can't remember the exact number, but our monthly overhead for just employees, not counting insurances and all that stuff, it was like crazy, crazy high above any other mint in the world. I'm not saying ours
Well,
is the best because it is the worst mint in the world.
and I
We
think
are
other
so bar
mints
behind on designing and stuff.
so many times is not out to help collectors.
Right.
They're wanting to do it to they want to just make coins and have that to deal with. They don't want to have to deal with coin collectors and making this amount and that amount, and having them, all these special sets and whatever. I think that annoys them to some extent because they don't want to uh, produce sets, special for collectors out there, because
Oh
then
yeah.
they'd be
In the
expected to do it again next time,
in the
and so
50s they shun us. That's why they didn't put out any proof sets because the collectors
right,
were hoarding all the coins.
right.
And then us collectors got together and said, no, 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 no. That's
Well,
how we got the special mint sets.
that's kind of what I'm saying. They sit there and look at it like, okay, we're making coins, and if these people are going to collect them, we're not going to make them. We
Mm-hmm.
don't want to. We don't want to make coins for people to collect. We want to make them for them to spend, and that's it. You know. But then people collect the coins. If they were smart, they'd make sets and sell them as sets to make more money. But
Yep.
instead, they just want to make the plain Jane spendable money, put it out there. I mean, at least that's the way it looks to me.
Yeah,
I
but
know
think of
when
it
I
this way
first
too,
started
Bass Man.
collecting, when
Go
I
ahead.
first started collecting, it was like coin shortage,
Right.
and it's the coin collectors are causing it.
Right.
We're all collecting coins, so we're causing the coin shortage. And I thought, well, it looks to me like they're just not wanting to put coins out for people.
Right. But on the other hand, now over the last, especially like the last 50, 60 years, they've had to put these special sets out and stuff and make the big bells and whistles on these coins because they have so much overhead. They have to do something special for the collector. So we'll spend that big money so they can keep paying their employees. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword with the mint there.
Yeah. Well, they would have to, they'd have to put out all the coins that they normally would make, for collectors.
Uh-huh.
And then they'd have to put out that same as they're already putting out for people who spend it.
Right.
They don't want to make two batches. And I think a lot of it stems from quality control and stuff. Because I mean, look
absolutely.
at the shape of some of the coins we've gotten lately.
Oh gosh, you ain't lying.
I mean, people are sending back ASEs and different things because
Bass Man
dropping the truth on us, huh?
dropping the knowledge and talking sense to everybody is what he's doing. Mr. Chad Brookman, good morning, by the way. Good to see you. There it is, Mr. Kevin.
Can't get me.
Right. There it is, Mr. Kevin. Morning, everyone, anyone and someone. It's officially Friday, everybody. I'm so far behind. Let's see. Ooh. They made a 1776-2026 ASE with the St. Gaudens $20 double eagle reverse. That's cool. I think I seen that. I think you showed that. Teacher 1388, I was just talking about you a little bit ago, buddy. Good morning, sir. Hello, anyone, anybody, and Tony. That's me, Tony. I'm trying to catch up. Not with mustard, just ketchup.
I was going to tell you a while ago, but you had 2 or 3 that had come in that were folks we hadn't seen in a while. And you finally got 2 1.
Can't wait to see the Zoey video. So hurry up, Tiny. Yep, there's several in the can already that I've done. That are before that one, but
sometimes
it will definitely be coming.
We have to wait on the star.
Yeah,
she's temperamental and no.
she's a 16-year-old girl. I mean, come on, man.
Really,
you can't just ask her a question directly to her face. You know what I mean? You got to go through her mother, and she's got a representative, and then you got to deal with Marcel, and it's a process. It's a process. Yeah. Very nice. Yep, I remembered you opened a couple rolls and didn't get the V error on them.
Yeah, that would be annoying. Have rolls and rolls of them, can't find one.
Right. The best numismatic news and information channel. If you want to know the important stuff that's going on at the Mint, there's your guy, Mr. Silver Wolverine, everyone. Good morning, Silver Wolverine. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. So glad to see him back.
He's got the scoop for all the poop.
That's right. And when he's talking about the Mint, it's a big scooper, son, let me tell you.
It's definitely a big load.
Exactly, Bass Man. Exactly. That was no truer sentence has ever been spoken then. How you spell that, by the way? Spell it out for us
PTA.
there. My God, that was good. That was...
$, hashtag, exclamation
Yeah.
point 7.
There's a bunch of them.
Right. Mm-hmm. Folks are talking about the banks not being able to get stuff. Yep. Reminiscent of the coin shortage, isn't it?
They can't get it because the mint and stuff don't want them to get it.
It's the whatchamacallit are backed up right now too this time of year. Switching over the armor car company switching over from 2025s to 2026s.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get them 2025s out as quick as they can to get because they, armor car companies don't keep or they don't want to keep back stock. They don't want to keep inventory. They want to get it in and get it out. And when they get loaded up on stuff that nobody is getting, they can't get rid of what people want because they've got so much of the other. I hope that made sense. Here's Several Wolverines channel. You need to go over and subscribe to that channel. I'm telling you, big things come out of that channel. Press 1 if you think the mint will make circulating 2026 cents. Press 2 if you think they won't. They've already said they're going to.
Yeah, they're going to.
And then 2027 is when they're going to go away, or not go away, not be produced by the mint, except for collectors, for at least 10
years. Yeah.
Yep.
So that means we're going to be wasting all that money for 10 years.
Yeah. Something that's not even circulated in the United States.
Right.
You're just going to buy coins that they don't even make anymore. That's what makes them collectible.
Well, see what
Oh,
they
look
need
at
to do is make them and then sell those for more, and they'd make money.
Oh, don't you worry about the mint charging more money, Bass Man. They've got that under control. So they know that song and dance.
They can put them out like a nickel. They put out a nickel that they built for less than a penny for years. That's okay. But when you turn around and when it finally gets to costing a nickel to build one, they'll just throw it out.
Right.
But all those years that they were getting money on it, that was okay to keep it.
I've heard that several places, Scott. Sorry to interrupt you, Bass Man. I've heard that several
right.
places, and I've seen it on what was that place that's got the mint? The guy that talks to the mint all the time from the coin collecting world. Was it Coin Week?
I don't remember. I saw it on the news, the regular news. It came out.
Oh, okay. But to go back to not making the penny, it's going to be like for like 5 years. It's going to be like Canada. Canada quit making the penny in '94. Quit making it. Quit releasing it. Quit everything. So let's hoard the pennies. People are paying big money for pennies in Canada, and now they're literally a dime a dozen for Canadian pennies. People here, they're quit making the penny. So, like for the next 5 years, people are going to be like, got to get them pennies, got to get the pennies, got to get the pennies. Well, 10 years from now, it's going to be like, why in the hell did I get all them damn pennies? It's going to be weird. Parvies, I still don't know what to do with my 2023 Roosevelt Quarter Bank Box. BU rolls go pretty good on eBay, sir. You get more than $10 a roll out of them off eBay for sure. Just think of all the videos that will come out each of the future of people finding not for circulation pennies and coin rolls. Yep. It's not only for the Kennedy anymore, folks.
Mm-hmm. Nifty pennies.
Well, that's what I never understood. I thought, well, if they had nifty 50-cent pieces, that you couldn't spend them.
Oh, no.
And so that would make it a nightmare, for people that are taking them in, people getting 50-cent pieces and trying to spend them. They shouldn't be able to take them because they're not intended for that. But
right.
So how are they not intended? I mean, they're not intended for anything, I guess, but they're still doing it.
They're intended for the coin collector.
Yeah, they're still circulating too, because you can spend them.
Oh, they have the planchets. They're already producing them. The 2026s are already being made.
Yeah, they already got them.
Yeah,
they bought them earlier this year.
They started making the dual date 2026 cents last month or the month before. They actually started producing them, striking them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to remain illegal to melt pennies.
Yep, unless
until they're demonetized.
Right.
Until they're demonetized. It's going to be like just like we were talking about the Nifties, the Nifty Kennedys. Everybody thought when they stopped putting them in circulation, that was it. They're not making them anymore. They're not worth anything. Yes, they are. There is a difference between not producing and demonetizing. Not producing means not making it. We're not producing it. Demonetization means not only we're not making them, we're taking them out of circulation. The Kennedy never was taken out of circulation. It was just made for collectors only. Well, okay, no, I'm wrong. It wasn't put into circulation, but they were still being produced in the background.
Right. And
but
if they didn't want them put out to bank? I mean, that's circulation. Why did they give them to banks and stuff for change and all that?
Right, because they weren't intended for circulation.
Right,
but
they gave
that's
them out.
Changing. Right, they're changing that. They changed it in like 2018. There were a bunch of boxes that were released to armored car companies. Some places, like Rob Fine's Treasure, he found a whole box of 2018s. A lot of places were finding a bunch of 2019s, 2020s, full boxes. These ones that do the roll hunts for silver, they were finding whole boxes of newly released and minted coins. That's because the mint is gearing up for the 2026 release, which is going back into circulation first and foremost and proper. They're going to be back in circulation. And if you ask your bank, what are you going to do about the 50-cent pieces? Oh, we're not getting any. That's against the law. You're an organization and entity that circulates our currency. Kennedys are going to be our currency. You'll have to carry them. We just won't get them. I think then you could end up being shut down for not circulating your coinage. You're a private entity that does the bidding of the Federal Reserve. They get our coinage. That coinage goes to the armored car companies to get rolled up. The rolled up coins come to you to put out into the world for us to spend. If there is a coin that they are producing that goes from the mints to the Federal Reserve to the armored car companies and is boxed up, guess what? You're going to have to deal with it. Like they said, we're not going to get those golden dollars. How many times you walked into a bank and asked them if they had anything? Well, we got a bunch of them presidential dollars. We got a bunch of them golden dollars. That's because they were circulating coinage. They had to have them. A lot of stuff don't make sense in the banking world until they have to do it, and then it has to make sense to them, literally sense to them. See what I'm saying? See what I'm doing there? They'll still be circulating the pennies that are out there. They just don't want to be banking anymore to put on top of the pile. The pile's still there. The pile's still worth the money. They're just not going to be adding to the pile. So this pile is going to start dwindling slower and slower until it's completely gone. And then they won't even have to demonetize it because there won't be any out there to work with. We're overtime. What? Oh, yeah. I feel your pain. There's the big banks. Go to big banks in a big city. They'll have your newer coinage because they're moving and
constantly going
shaking.
through it.
Right.
But
Small banks, small branches.
You're lucky if you do get that, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Ours,
Right.
if you go in and say anything to the bank about new ones, they say they never order them that way. They, the only
Yeah,
ones
they don't order
get,
them.
the only way they get new coins is recirculated, that have been recirculated to other banks.
The only time I know that they ever did anything like that to where they could get a specific one is when the state headquarters came out. The states, the banks in those states could request from the armored car companies.
I also
our
remember
state court.
the presidential series.
Yes.
NF String and Sons were making the wrapper specific for them.
Right.
Mm.
Yep. Man, I see the Zoey Strongs in there already. Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, hey, I'm sorry. I've been squirreled most of the show. I got
You're
half
right.
a million things going on. So, hey, thank you, everybody, for coming on out here today. Yeah, we are running a little overtime, so I'm going to make this quick. Hope to see you all on Monday here on Coins Making Sense. Teacher, I got your payment, and I canceled the I marked that invoice as paid. I'll have to check it. Okay. Well, hey, I will see you all after the weekend. Thank you guys for having me, and thank you for coming on out. For now, I'm Kevin with Coins Making Sense, your spot for the dissemination of information to the numismatic nation. So thank you very much, and have a good weekend. Bye.
Yes, Miss Amy, I sure did. Thank you, ma'am. All that stuff will be going out Monday. The stuff that you folks have purchased for me on Wednesday will be going out with Monday. Going out on Monday. Believe it or not, bubble mailers in a shortage. We have $3 Generals within 15 miles of us and 2 Family Dollars. None of them had the 6x9 bubble mailers.
Mm.
So,
by the way, my shipments are going to be going out here tomorrow.
Well, see how you are. You showing me up. Showing me up. I see how you are. As Bassman says.
Well.
Spell that one. That one was nasty. Right there.
That had a lot more letters in it.
Too many vowels. Too many vowels.
Yeah, too many vowels. What is this?
Can I buy a punctuation mark?
I had a spelling teacher one time, speaking of that said, is there any word that only has consonants in it? It'll take you a while to figure of it. And this little boy in the back of it said, spell this.
Yeah.
No vowels. PFTTTTTTTT.
I have a word. Why?
What? Why?
Why?
WHY.
Yeah, but the Y is sometimes a vowel, so that's why it makes the I
sound. Not always.
That's true.
But in that case, it is.
Yep.
But
here we go.
Yeah, we don't want some of that. Like I told you, my dad's boss told everybody, you don't trust nobody that can't spell a word more than one way.
That's right.
Because my dad was always worried he'd spell something wrong. And he said, nah, I don't trust nobody that can't spell it more than one way. So
that's right.
Just keep going. Okay, y'all. It's the weekend, I think. I've been messed up the last week or so and trying to keep up with what days are what. But I think it's come Friday. It's going to be a weekend, and usually the way I know now is I get pizza. So yeah, yeah, the wife will break down and get me some pizza. So anyway, y'all be nice to somebody. I'd say at least make them wonder what you're up to. So have a good weekend and come back Monday. See you then. I'm wishing I was fishing. Bye.
Thank you, gentlemen. It's a great honor to have both you guys here each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We had Miss Amy, we had Ken O'Mine, we had Sea Griller Stacker, we had Teacher 1388 throwing up the Zoey Strongs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Have a good weekend, friends. Zoe Strong throwing in one last one there from Coin Stuff I like. Like it a lot. You guys have a good weekend. Do something coin related and something that scares you. Get that heart pumping. Let you know you're alive. You guys have a good weekend. I love each and every one of you, and I hope this finds you guys safe and healthy. You guys don't forget to check that pocket change because you never know what you got in your pocket until you look. Like one of those non